I'm Marian Makatandan, 62 years of age, a social worker, babae pa din. Ang isang social worker is a person that enhances social functioning to people with problems. Social work is the enhancement of social functioning. Bahay Pag-ibig is a welfare agency, a home for the aged, caters elderly who are in some circumstances such as neglected, abandoned, poor, and sick. It's not really a social work that I wanted because at first I graduated as a teacher. I had another options to take another course, so I took up social work. Social work gave me awareness of life, what life means more to me. After graduating from social work, I did not teach, but I assumed the job as a social worker. It's almost 20 years. But I work as social workers in different agencies. But here in Bahay Pag-ibig, it's my 8th year. You have to determine the need of an elderly or the client. So we call that case study. So case study is a process. It's a long process. You get information from the clients, and from there, you plan solution to solve. My routine is I have to be in the work 6 o'clock to see to monitor how the caregiver will paliguan yung mga lolo't lola, and I have to see for myself how the food is being prepared and how it is being served to them. So first thing is to see, to monitor, to supervise. We call that home life services for the elderly, and you should be the one as a social worker to see whether it's being administered right. I'm only the one. We are supposed to be two, but then because I'm only the one, so I have to stay here.
How do you balance your personal life and work?
Okay, how do I balance? Well, if you are committed social worker, sometimes you forget yourself. The only time that you have time for yourself is when you feel hungry and you feel something bad in yourself, and that's the time to think of your ailment. Masakit ang ulo, masakit ang tiyan. The good thing that I like in Bahay Pag-ibig is we are given 2 hours with break time from 12 to 2, and I find that very beneficial for me as a social worker. If I have to take the time, then I'm being rested. So I think that's very good enough for me to energize me to do the other job from 2 to 5 again, or even extend more. I had commitment, fulfillment doing the job, although it's so challenging.
And what's the most challenging thing about being a social worker?
Challenging being most of a social worker here in Bahay Pag-ibig is for the social worker to enable our elderly to accept what they are, what happened, what circumstances that happen in their lives. You have to aware them na nandito na po kayo sa scenario na to. Hindi naman ninyo kagustuhan na nangyari sa buhay ninyo, hindi naman kayo ninyo kagustuhan na bakit napunta kayo sa Bahay Pag-ibig. Because, kailangan pa rin ninyong mabuhay ng maayos, kaya kayo. That is the principle of acceptance. So, as a social worker, do something about it. Most challenging pa. Parang, di ba problems kung minsan yung challenging is kung may tumakas. Kung may tumakas, ako yung unang maapektuhan. And I even cry for them. Bakit? Why? Because they are here with us and yet na-neglect namin. Somewhere along the way, meron kaming negligence sa duty namin para nabigil ka. So as a social worker, do something. Habulin mo, hanapin mo kung saan matatagpuan. Do all the effort para mabalik yan. That is something that is affecting me as a social worker. Parang failure ako that time. But then, I can also blame myself alone because we have caregivers, di ba? Kaya lang kasi multitasking sila. So they could not just give their full time sa security ng lolo. Yung lolo, they are very intelligent. Clients are very intelligent. Kung mautak ka na worker, mas mautak sila. So sa lisihan, we don't have any security guard here. So once na nagwawalis yung caregiver, umalis sa ward, nagwalis na siya. So that's the time for them to get out of the center. So yun. Their feelings and thoughts. Mahirap lang tanggapin ang katotohanan na, why? I have my own family. Pinahal ko ang aking pamilya. Why come that this time I'm here? So that is something na it affects me as a social worker, even on the family. Learn is to love the unloved. Kailangan you have to be true to yourself. Andito na po ako, so I have to accept them. I have to care for them. Otherwise, if you don't have that inside your heart, your love and commitment, your feeling of empathy, you can never serve them. Say, oh yes, more than patient ka, you should have that. Kahit minumura ka na lang, pinapabayaan mo, pakinggan mo sila. Kasi may topak sila eh. Being a social worker, gustong-gusto kong sinasagot nila ako. Why? Because that's the time for them to vent emotion nila, vent of emotion, ilalabas nila yung nararamdaman nila sa loob. If you're the social worker, you understand them. They have the trust of you. Magsasalita sila. Pag sa other staff hindi, mag-open sila sa social worker kasi happiest memory. Bakit pag-ibig? Lahat naman happy memory. Pag may activity, something significant and substantive on my part, if I'm given the permission for you to talk with them, why not? Because I need that. I need other people to talk with the lolos and the lolas. And from the feedback, you can give it to me. So, happiest is kung may mga taong dumadating dito na nakakapag-interact ng mga lolo at lola. I observe in them, I see in them happiness. So, pag masaya sila, masaya na din ako.
Ano yung difference ng relationship nila with you compared sa relationship nila sa caretakers nila?
Yung mga caregiver, they impose rules, diba? Bawal yan, hindi pwede yan. Mga ganon. Para mamata sila. Pagka sa lolo, ano nangyari? Bakit kami? Ano yung ginawa? We have lolos who have emotional history. It's also challenging for us as a social worker. Kasi a social worker is master of none. Diba? You have to determine the problems, but you can do something about it because you are not a psychiatrist, you are not a psychologist, you are not a medical doctor. But then, the social worker, parang engineer yan. Sa broker siya, you have to look for something that would solve, that would treat every problem. There's a big difference sa indab ako sa'yo o natutuhan kitang mahalin because of this something. Parang gano'n yung social work. So as you go on, you understand more what life means. Nakita mo yung kahalagaan, yung dignity, worth and dignity of a person. Hindi mo na ginadjudge siya. So that's very substantive. That's very important sa tao. Enhance mo. Na tao ka, na may kakayahan, na may potential, gaano ka man kapangit, gaano ka man kamangmang, there is something in you that should be developed. And you as a social worker, intervene with it. para makita ng tao yung kahilagan niya. Kasi nag-dysfunction ang tao kasi you have many means para maibalik yung social functioning ng tao. So that's the role of the social worker. And that is, pag na-feel ng tao na mahalaga pala ako, mahal ko pala ang sarili ko, you are a very good social worker.